It's airport day. It's very exciting. Heading to Denver this weekend. Checked in, made it to the lounge, and exciting. It'll be fun. Got stuff to work on. Landed in Denver. You never know when you're gonna need to pivot your plans. You just don't. Even when, you know, the changes are very, very, very minuscule. But you also don't know when those changes will wind up being something magnificent.
If you're a woman who wants more fun, more connection, more romance, more joy in your life and relationships, make sure you're subscribed to my Love Lifestyle newsletters for tips, inspiration, and exclusive trainings at lovecoachnatalina.com.
Never know when small changes can mean something amazing. And also, also my phone died while we were on the descent, and I was all like, "Oh, you should pack an additional charging block," and I did not. Packing can be its own bit of drama, but maybe we can wrap that into a love lifestyle lesson here. When, you know, life asks you to pivot, are we available? Are we available to receive the what if, the good what ifs? The good what ifs. Are we available to receive the good what ifs? And if we're not, and you know what, sometimes we're in those moods where it's all like, this is so inconvenient, this is so odd, I'm just gonna use that word, this is so inconvenient, and that's really all we can see. It's really all we can see. It's a thing, it happens. I've been there, you've likely been there. But if we can notice it, and then also noticing, and I think this is really, really big, also noticing when actually we are available. I think that's a pretty big deal. Am I actually, maybe I'm more available to pivot with things than I initially thought. So I'm gonna sit here for a second. Had a moment to check in with you and charge my phone for another minute or so before I catch a car to meet my very lovely companion for the weekend.
If you're a woman who wants more fun, more connection, more romance, more joy in your life and relationships, make sure you're subscribed to my Love Lifestyle newsletters for tips, inspiration, and exclusive trainings at lovecoachnatalina.com.
We're in Denver. We made it to Denver. Yesterday was incredible. And what topics we were talking about? We were talking about the beauty in the pivot, the beauty in the unknown, and we should talk more about that. But this morning we are out and about, and if you can find someone who's a morning person and see the world in the mornings, I would very strongly recommend it. If you're not a morning person, go grab yourself a morning person and see the world. Just feeling above everything. I'm not gonna say anything.
If you're a woman who wants more fun, more connection, more romance, more joy in your life and relationships, make sure you're subscribed to my Love Lifestyle newsletters for tips, inspiration, and exclusive trainings at lovecoachnatalina.com.
Most iconic women heroes ever. We just walked up to the Molly Brown House Museum. The unsinkable Molly Brown, one of the most, I'm like, what's actually her story? I'm like, is there a plaque outside? I know the museum is closed right now, but let's see if there's little information that, let's see. Okay, got it. Little tidbit. Anyway, so I'm gonna read it off this sign here. That Margaret Tobin Brown reveals a leader and activist whose lasting legacy shows the impact each of us can have when we rally around a common cause. So this is like all activism, and apparently so advocacy, activism. Let's see what else we can find. Oh, okay, here's a timeline of the Molly Brown house. Or Margaret herself. So Molly traveled quite a bit and enjoyed like every bit of it. It says the Browns traveled the world. They visited Europe, India, China, and JJ. Wait, who's JJ? Little Johnny? Yeah? Margaret and JJ. Oh, that's her husband. They visited Europe, India, China, and JJ's favorite destination, Japan. And you can see the front, there's some renovations happening, but like they've got like Sphinx statues and big lions and just very decorative, like just these decorative touches that are just so, you could call it fun, but I think in some ways there's a greater spirit to all of it. You could call it fun, and you can maybe call it more than just fun. And I'm all about that.
If you're a woman who wants more fun, more connection, more romance, more joy in your life and relationships, make sure you're subscribed to my Love Lifestyle newsletters for tips, inspiration, and exclusive trainings at lovecoachnatalina.com.
Looking into the convention center, if you can see it. Another one of those must-see things in Denver. Big bear. And he is quite big. But exciting, fun. Looking for, well, part of the experience is looking for all kinds of street art and such. Okay, this is cool. We just found this in our morning walk. And we're just about to make it back to our hotel for coffee and breakfast snackings-ons. And Marsha Mack, Paper Dolls digital print on Diabond. I wonder, Paper Dolls. Okay, well, I can't actually see like an actual digital download or anything like that. I was like, oh my gosh, that would be so wild. The Paper Dolls explores identity through Vietnamese objects that represent femininity and street culture while also paying homage to the traditional children's toy and alley clotheslines. Super cool. Really, really, really super cool. Isn't that cool? Street art in Denver. We're sitting where we were last night, and it's much more quiet. I've got this decadent chocolate croissant. I'll give you a better look at that in here in a second, because I would probably still think about it once I got home. And so, you know, you gotta know yourself. But anyway, last night they had live music playing right here. Of what was happening last night, but it was so awesome. It was so awesome. We requested the jazz band to play The Girlfriend, and they did. It was amazing. Okay, so the chocolate croissant is actually amazing, and I had this conversation. Do I have chocolate? Yes, I do. Okay, charming. It is very good. It is very, very, very good. Great choices. Anyway, as we were on our walk, out this morning talking about the unshakable Molly Brown, and my very lovely companion, she's all like, you know, it sounds like she just traveled the world and then decided to make a difference. That's not exactly what she said. She said it more eloquently, but just getting out and seeing the world. It doesn't have to be, you know, the other side of the world. It can be your own backyard. However, sometimes taking a little farther trip outside of where you typically are helps you better see and appreciate what is in your own backyard. Okay, let's get a really good bite of this bad boy. Oh, some of the chocolate just fell off. Look at that. Look at it.
If you're a woman who wants more fun, more connection, more romance, more joy in your life and relationships, make sure you're subscribed to my Love Lifestyle newsletters for tips, inspiration, and exclusive trainings at lovecoachnatalina.com.
Made it to the Polo match site, and there are some incredibly fancy ponies that we could take pictures with, and it's very exciting. It's not too terribly warm, but it's also not too terribly cold. I have an emergency scarf for if it gets too cold, and exciting day. We found some fancy ponies. I think they're just warming up. Theme is disco. There are ponies way back there that would be really tiny. And yes, it is Polo. It's Polo, and I think they're all warming up. Anyway, we're very excited. It's really cool.